Rappy.
Blessed be thy URC. What a finish we're in for in the first ever running of this new competition. Get ready to hear the word permutation about 1,000 times in the next few weeks. Folks, it is close. Only 4 points separate 2nd to 8th place, with home semi-finals and Champions Cup qualification and hemispherical pride on the line. What happened on the weekend then? The Stormers hosted Glasgow first on Friday night and proceeded to basically a bunch of world-class fatties secure the ball for lightning quick backs who then proceed to have a chuck about. It's really fun to watch. After that, Munster visited Ulster in an equally important match for the top 8 finish. Us Saffers would have liked both teams to lose somehow, but I guess the Munster win was the next best thing, besides a draw. But no one likes that. Losing meant Ulster couldn't pull away in 2nd place, and in fact, it dropped them down to 5th, just showing us how tight this top 8 is. In the last match on Friday, Edinburgh nearly lost to Zebre at home, which would have been quite the upset. Instead, I guess it's the wake-up call Edinburgh needed before they run into the playoffs. First up on Saturday, the age-old rivalry between the Bulls and Benetton was rekindled once more. This was the first rematch after Benetton embarrassed the Bulls in the Rainbow Cup final. Yeah, embarrassed. A little pressure and probably revenge was on the cards for the Pretoria boys. So they went behind at the start, which was weird. They did eventually get into the game, and Franco Mosterd's heir apparent Ruan Norkia had quite the match. The Bulls got their revenge, but the Rainbow Cup is still in Treviso and might always be. They should play for it every time. The Scarlets travelled to the Dragons, still hoping to get into that coveted 8th spot on the log. 8th spot. They lost to the very same Dragons at home in this match the previous weekend, so there might have been a little revenge in the air for this game as well. Maybe. And if there was, they certainly got it, whooping the Dragons 19 points to 38. That ain't even close. The Scarlets still have to travel to the scarier Ospreys and then host the much scarier Stormers if they hope to make it into that playoff spot. I don't think they will. I went to Ellis Park again and there were certainly more people than last time. Still no corn dogs in sight though. The upper stand toilets really are showing the COVID battle scars. It'll take quite a bit of money to get everything up to standard again. At least the beers were cold, if a little expensive. And I ran into Sanele Nohamba. He should be a good fit for the Lions. Oh yeah, the Lions also lost to Connacht in a tight 30-33 match, and that made me very upset. Cardiff lost at home to the Ospreys. When did this match happen? And no one told me that Alan Wynne-Jones was playing his 250th match for the Ospreys. That's amazing. You got me, I was being disingenuous. Sorry. I was just so tired after screaming at the ref for the entire Ellis Park trip. I could barely even muster any interest in the Sharks Leinster game. I didn't really watch this game. Maybe next time. Also, congrats to the legend Alan Wynne-Jones. This guy has played like every rugby match, ever. The last game of the round was a biggie. The Rock Nation Ballers versus the Leinster B team, to see if these Saffers sides really are all that. Being Durban, the weather was shit, but there were a few perler tries, including one set up by Apalele Fassi. Go watch it, it was beautiful. The home team managed to stop the Leinster juggernaut and prevented them from sealing top spot on the log for at least one more weekend. Gotta work a little bit harder now, eh, Leinster? Next up for Leinster are the Stormers in Cape Town, and I'm expecting it to be quite hype. Also, there should be a pretty good crowd. The weather is much better down there. And that was the IRC for the weekend. It'll all happen again this coming weekend with red cards and yellow cards and scrums and resets and kicks and lovely, lovely tries. This competition really has crawled into my heart and made a nice little warm spot next to Super Rugby. I'll never forget you. Quick, other news. Time is of the essence. The Women's Six Nations. It continues to be dominated by the Red Roses. This past weekend, it was the turn of the Irish ladies to take a 69-0 beating. Nice! The other matches on the weekend also threw up some cool results, including a win for the Italian ladies against the Scottish. How novel! The final round is coming this weekend, and it's the battle of the unbeatens, France versus England. This is going to be a good game. You should watch it. Nice! And that was the rugby update for this week. More like ERC update, am I right? I'm on like an advanced concrete design course now and I don't really have time to write. Forget about it. I will see you all next week for hopefully more rugby news. Bye!